In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The captain wants you up on deck. Hear them gulls? Means we're close to shore. I don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the Counselor in. Source in a city like Cyseal, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Cyseal. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off on the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the Counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
If I didn't know there were orc ships raiding to the west, I'd mistake this for a placid beach.
At least the orcs make a bit of noise when they attack. It's dark-dealing sorcerers that'll strike with neither warning nor mercy. Is that a corpse? What's it doing here alone?
What? Did you expect it to have an entourage?
Can you believe this? The man jumped off a cliff at the behest of some statues of all things.
Pure madness! How could someone be so utterly naive?
Agreed.
Source hunters! How did they find us?
Take the stone to the temple. These whelps will be easy to crush.
As you say, Madam Conduit.
Arise, fair dead! Seize upon our enemies!
flesh from your bones.
How many eyes does a bull have?
I need to dry off. I need another chance! Oh!
Meet your demise!
How could that happen?
Seven, aid me!
Their leader said something about escaping with a stone.
Stolen from this dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside? Those thieves were more than petty criminals. Their leader gave life to the dead. What stone could they have been so keen on taking?
We can't well turn away from such an odious show of source. Let's investigate the tomb and see what answers it might reveal.
Indeed, for all we know, these dark-dealing thieves may be involved with Councillor Jake's murder.
Back in the I can take care of that easily.
Revitalized and restored!
Shadow's lament, yield me unto the water. Look, look! A wanderer comes my way, walking the sands upon which this poor shell must suffer. Call me Ishmael, son of the sea, an outcast upon these wretched shores. An exiled shell, doomed to live under a canopy of arid sky, not his native, tender water. Of course I can talk, don't be silly. There's more tongue to me than heart. Indeed, the surprise should be mine, for I still remember the days when your kind swung from branches and plucked the vermin out of their neighbor's fur. Time is an indulgent mistress to one who spends happy hours as she passes. But when your existence is one of misery, she becomes a lethargic hobby. Oh, I remember ancient times, for I have lain here since antiquity, when the ruins around us were palaces, and the sun-bleached dead merry children. I have seen, alive, alone. Alas, my fate is a cruel one, I assure you. How many snot-noses have held me up against their dirty little ears, only to claim they can hear the ocean? Of course they can hear her, the brats. We are on the very edge of the great aquatic mother, whose embrace I so desperately long for. Yes, yes, I, King of Pearls, ache to repose anew on his coral throne. Hurl me toward the water, swing me as far as your arm's strength gives lease, and treasure long sunk I will grant thee. What do you say, kind knight? Will you return the King of Pearls to the sea, so he may yield you long lost treasure?
Kindness is its own reward, and then there's the promise of treasure to boot. Let's throw him into the sea.
Agreed. Let's send him home.
Liberator, kind benefactor, bless me the might of your sea-bound pitch. The sea, I have returned, where every wave feels like a burden. May the mountain be yours along with my eternal gratitude.
Careful. There's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept here.
This seems to be broken. This seems to be broken. I've always heard there's typically more to a king's tomb than meets the eye.
It could be a myth, or it could be our lucky day.
Might need to blow this one open. What's this? I found something. Made short work of that door, but I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long. Careful, I've spotted a trap. Well, what's this I've spotted?
What's this? I found something. The last thing we need is to surprise another angry summoner. What's that? I think there are hidden foes ahead.
My robes are soaked! You better hope there's no hint of a flame in this place. Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. No one can get in here but us and the boss.
There's no evading my blazing fury.
seems to be broken.
A living rat dares disturb the slumber of the dead? A thieving fool insults the sanctity of the grave. The bloodstone defiler, where is it? In life, I toil to care for these holy grounds. In death, I protect them from profaners and poachers. The legacy of Cecile is mine to preserve. Her traitors are mine to destroy. I suppose you only crept among these sacred tombs for leisure. I suppose you had no lust for the treasure of the dead. Ha! Strange indeed. Robed indeed. Your tricks will not save you from retribution, deceiver. The Bloodstone, deliver it now, and I may deign to end you quickly. Run if you like, Defiler.
Once my arrow tastes blood, it craves more! The time of your death is at hand! I need another chance!
Meet your demise!
Death never dies, fool. Death in 1,000 forms rules all.
I must focus.
Hold it right there, orc scum! No one slips past the Legion unchallenged.
Calm down, Junius. Doesn't look like one of them orcs to me.
Just hold your tongue, will you, Bibius? Can't be too careful. We are sworn to protect Scythiel. We're legionnaires, of course. Are the
Liberators of liquor too, aren't we, old?
Shh! Just pipe down, will you, Bibius? Aye, a noble word for watchdog, that. For that is what we do. Watch over the local dogs that ever so often aim for one another's throat, and separate them to keep the peace. Separate by the sword, that is.
Best way to calm a wily dog is to neuter it. Ha! Spay for pay. Legion's motto.
Just put a sock in it, will you, Bibius?
Ever kept the watch? Stood on the lookout for hours on end, bored stiff. Boredom's a demon buddy, and booze is the demon hunter. There. What do you want to know? So, it's Jake you're looking for. Ship sailed on that one, I'm afraid.
Can't tell you much more, except that I heard he was found face down in a puddle of blood.
They say 'twas his wife that did it, and I'd bet a bottle of brandy they're right.
As if that proves anything. Bunch of barbaric bastards, a lot of them. They'll kill your spouse and eat your children. We've been putting up a fight against them, to be sure, but they have the strength of an ox in every single one of their fingers. Takes an army to dress down a dozen.
Well, we did bring a legion.
Just bite your lip, will you, Bibius?
Scythiel, yes. Where fishermen come to live and street dogs come to die. Now, which of the two would you be, then?
Just cut the cackle, will you, Bibius? Now then, stranger. If it's the city of Scythiel you're looking for, not that I could blame them. This place is cursed, I tell you. First the dead rise from their graves, and then entire tribes of orcs sound the trumpets of war. You take to the rifle, lass.
So, you're source hunters, are you? And how are we supposed to verify that's true? We can't read, my friend. So for all we know, those papers say you're a polymorph parrot on the lookout for a 2-bedroom birdcage. They don't prove a thing.
You know what? We'll take you two to the wizard. I know he reads. He has books large as a house, that one. Yeah, he'll squeeze the truth out of you, one way or another.
You defy the Legion, will you?
Maybe now you can learn something useful, like how to wash your under things.
Found it! You were right there!
Like I always say, why pick on someone your own size when innocent creatures are so much easier to slaughter?
First aid!
Face the unending darkness.
Well, there we have it. 2 dead legionnaires.
They deserved it, the cretins.
Right you are. I'll not shed tears for the likes of them.
On the net!
Not even worth the rummaging.
Back to hell with you, beast!
Careful, those beasts are deadly.
Safe from my arrows.
In a porcelain store.
Where do you think you're going? Quick shot!
to the skin.
I need to dry off. Chaos grips my hands today.
I feel better already!
Where are Vivius and Julius? They hear the fight?
Very curious and disquieting.
First aid! Back into the fray. Sweet relief!
Hail, Source Hunter! Why, I don't think I could ask for a more welcome sight on these cursed beaches. The Legion welcomes you. I'm a proud Legionnaire and always will be. But I thought we'd be bloody orcs are at it again. Beats me what on earth they wanted sightseeing. That rat-faced shaman of theirs even went to the trouble of launching a fireball at a ship in the harbor to the west of here. They may need help. I'd go myself, but we Legionnaires are under strict orders never to abandon our posts. Never know when another one of these little beats me what traitorous madness came over that dog. A man among orcs! It'd be like one of your kind running with a sorcerer. Whatever the cur's incentive to raise swords alongside that murderous lot, let's all hope it was a...
Circular from youthful God.
Too bad indeed. Not even a skeptic like you can deny that she loves
An orc in love. Ha! When this little charm fades, she'll liberate the flesh from our faces.
Come now, enough doom and gloom. Cast your gaze instead upon my fair, fanged village.
Avert your gaze, and I'll handle this threat for all our sheiks.
She wouldn't hurt a fly, and I won't let you hurt a horn on her head.
Our ship's ablaze.
Come on, babe.
What's all this ruckus? Sounded worse than a dozen tomcats fighting over the world's last mackerel. But I see we've suffered another orc landing. And judging by the relative ease with which it was dispatched, I can only come to one conclusion. Source hunters have arrived in Sicil. You're as welcome as a glass of cooled milk on a hot day, my friend. I'm Ahu, at your service. It was I who requested your presence in this troubled city. So you were, and so you weren't. Behold, there we are. Meet my other half, Hunter. Ha ha! No need to look so flabbergasted. I may be a wizard rife with tricks and guile, but I assure you my plea is an earnest one. So, now that the cat is out of the bag, let us turn to the matter of Councillor Jake's murder. It's hard to put my finger on it, but I can feel in my very whiskers that sorcery was at play. Visit the scene of the crime, and I'd bet sardines for salad you'll say the same. Captain Aureus, though, the local commander of the Legion, insists I'm seeing ghosts. I insist he's blind to all but the undead. Jake was murdered in a downstairs room of the King Crab Inn, up in Sicil proper. The Legion keeps it under lock and key, though, so you'll need Aureus's permission should you want to have a peek. So there are, or rather, there is. Popular opinion has it his wife did the deed, but to be frank, I have my doubts. She seems a likely candidate, to be sure, but that would make her a sorceress. Esmeralda knows how to charm, yes, but I just don't see her magic extend beyond a frolicsome look and wink. Still, don't simply take my word for it, Hunter. It may be well worth your while to cross-examine her yourself. The Legion has her under guard in her shop near the town square. That's where you'll find poor Jake's widow. A human, you say? Truly? But that would be like a kitten leading a wolf pack. And yet, I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts, a shadowy set of worshippers that associate even with orcs. Some say they're sorcerers, but people will say that about anyone who behaves a bit strangely nowadays. I don't quite know what to make of this news, but thank you for informing me. It'd be foolish to dismiss such a curious event out of hand. Ah, the undead. They've been clawing their way out of the ground for 2 years now. And for 2 years the stalemate between them and the living has been dragging on at a weary pace indeed. The Legion did a good job keeping them at bay, but I think it's fair to say that without my magic-infused ballistae, they'd have gotten the better of us by now. Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, that searching for them is like searching for a single louse in a lion's mane. Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. The Orc siege is yet another hairball stuck in this city's already choking throat, and it shows no signs of abating. We've cordoned off the western beach where most Orc activity has been reported. For the 9 lives of me, I can't seem to figure what they're doing here. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront, except for a set of caves with an unfavorable reputation. Maybe they're after some pirate's treasure, the fools. Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise? Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct. Even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness. You couldn't possibly imagine the thrill. But of course it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or make machines. I'm glad we've met, Source Hunter. And once you're there, just take the stairs. But do pay a visit to Aureus first. He may bark like a beagle with its tail stuck in the door, but... And with that, I bid you...
Sects, undead. Yeah, well, what's cut out for us?
We need more help or she's lost!
How about we go see that Aureus chap Arden mentioned?
Lost dogs have learned how to play with fire. We need more help, or she's lost.
We need more help, or she's lost!
Guys, are these the biggest battles we've done?
Saved that ship all by your lonesome, quite the feat. If I had the magic touch about me, I'd have lent you my hand too. I thought the old gal's fate was sealed.
Fiddle's carriage for the joyride.
No, it ain't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yuthan Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all win 500 yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage with a joy?
A home, a livelihood, all sunk in a matter of minutes while we could do nothing but look on. Well, we were merchants what seems like a moment. These damn orcs. With our ship gone, nothing for it. That was a right stunning show.
Have you found us a job yet? We'll take it. Well, you never know when that was a...
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage with a joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Sauce? Here? In Seal? Bah! Mad.
Sauce? Here?
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Ythildor anymore?
Sauce? Here? In
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicil? Name's Conrad. Cargo trader, sea captain, an expert. Those orcs must be out of their barbarous minds launching an attack on a city where a great wizard resides. Though even I must admit they put up a hearty effort. I'll tell you, the only time I'd consider waging a suicide campaign like that would be if whatever I sought was something worth dying over.
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all win.
I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence, you know. And so what did he say?
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to my nature anyhow.
Yes, honest pay for an honest day.
I said to him, I said myself, if I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence, you know. So what did he say?
Well, what does it matter? Day labour's more suited to save that ship or but.
Move!
Rotting sea garbage. I used to see orcs in every shadow when I had too much rum. can't even
Keep your pleasantries to yourself. What are you doing inside this? If it's conversation. As for myself, my job is to protect this warehouse, not that idiot man-child would sooner spend an hour chatting up a...
Well, a source hunter. A very hearty welcome to our humble warehouse. Have a look around. And don't mind if I pick your brain about the scoop around Undervale. I tell you, this gig sure beats getting my... And, of course, every now and again, some friendly folks like us. Have you talked to him? Thinks every man, woman and child who steps foot in this place wants to rob it blind. If I so much as greet a townsperson... This Jake business is quite the... Then again, but I imagine his youngest, Kimberly, went... Oh, it's an unparalleled pleasure. That fusspot said... So, something you'd like to say to my face?
I haven't a thing to say to you. I'm on duty.
Duty, indeed. Put up your fists.
Are you mad? We're guards, not drunks on the street.
Enough! What is this, varmint? Back to your post at once!
Sir?
Desist, prowler. None shall pass through this door, for with my very life do I guard the Legion's riches. This is a storing house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And my guarding of this door has been more steadfast than the coming of the tides. Nothing can make me back down from my duty.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
God, duty's not so bad. Hey!
Would be quite a bit better if I could do it in peace.
A peak, indeed.
Mate, he says. We are colleagues, nothing more.
Come now, it's just a turn of phrase.
What's all? Ah, you're a so there, sir. It's her. Captain J. She's still a Hugh, and that's and we've there's no to be. But of course, I'm glad we've once you're and.
Sects, undead, orcs. Oh, looks like we have our work cut out for us.
The ship's rising ever higher.
We need more help, or she's lost.
Blasted orcs have learned how to play with fire.
I don't know. I thought...
Well, he's with us. That was a...
Oh, and don't forget the...
Is that why we never...
Speaking of youthful girl...
I wouldn't let it all.
Psst. Give her the...
No.
forget the time you got caught passing a love note to the...
Is that why
Is
we
that
never sound
bird?
the story anymore?
Ahoy, names goes out. Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicile?
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
No, it ain't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
No, don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sailed the Yellow Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Federal's carriage for the joyride?
No, it ain't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sailed the Yellow Gore anymore?
Curse them!
Plenty of fish in the sea, and I am the foulest of the lot on my backs.
Yes, honest pay.
Salutation, courtiers. This is a salutation, courtiers. This is a story. Desist, prowler. None shall pass through this door, for with my very life. This is a storing house for legion. My guarding of this door has been more steadfast than the coming of the tides. Nothing can make me back down from my duty. Desist, prowler. This is a storing house for legion. My guarding of this door has been more steadfast than the coming of the tides. Nothing can make me back down from my duty. Well, I suppose I'd be a fool to suspect a source hunter of petty things.
myself. If I don't start earning an extra gold piece an hour, I'll walk out that door.
Good on you. These boss men respect company.
Salutations! This is a story courteous. Salutations! This is as courteous as my...
Keep your place if it's as for that.
Well, have you did but that fun.
So, something you'd like to say to my face?
I haven't a thing to say to you. I'm on duty.
Duty indeed. Put up your fists.
Are you mad? We're guards, not drunks on the street.
Enough! Look! What is this barbarism? Back to your post at once!
Sir, this is an important matter. A matter of honor.
Such matters are to be settled on your own time. Understood? Understood. Such bickering is all that thieves need to sneak by unnoticed. It's better to have us not. Report?
Still nothing, sir. Suppose there just aren't any thieves around.
If there were no thieves, why would we be guarding this place? Think!
This place
Makes sense,
reeks
sir.
of orc stench.
God, duty's not...
Honest pay for an honest day. Save that sheep, old... I thought the old girl's fate was sealed when the orc shaman...
Will you please turn your phrases elsewhere?
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
Desist, Prowler. This is a storing house. My guarding of this door has been more steadfast than the coming of the tides. Nothing can make me back down from my duty.
One day, Moira.
Well, I suppose I'd... Report!
Nothing to report, sir.
You'll never have anything to report.
Isn't that a good thing?
One day you'll show 'em all.
Well, what does it matter? Daylight was more suited to my nature.
Honest pay first day.
Ever hear?
Now he need. He drove it straight to the pub.
Shores? Here? In Seal? Bah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one. Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all win 500 yards of my loving nature.
Save that ship all by your lonesome. Quite the feat. If I had the magic touch about me, I'd have lent you my hand too.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicile?
Legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all win 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feddle's carriage for the joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail the Youthful Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all win 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feddle's carriage for the joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail the Youthful Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
Ahoy, sailor! Are you enjoying the fresh winds of Sicile?
The time the captain took the Duchess of Feddle's carriage for the joyride.
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail the Youthful Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all win 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever heard about the time the captain took the
Sailor, what news from the mainland?
Oh, nothing new, sir.
No,
Zombies, skeletons, you know the story. Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail the Youthful Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all win 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feddle's carriage for the joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Is that Bertie still right?
Yes, sir. As fine a specimen as one of her stock, sir.
Is that why we never sail the Youthful Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orky charm loves him.
I wouldn't let it all win 500 yards of my loving nature.
Psst. Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feddle's carriage for the joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail the Youthful Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire...
Sailor, what news from the mainland?
Oh, nothing new, sir. Zombies, skeletons, you know the story. Psst. Ever heard about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feddle's carriage for the joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the Lizard Councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail the Youthful Gore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for a joyride?
Ha! No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Is that Bertie still right?
Yes, sir. As fine a specimen as one of her stock, sir. As a councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yusselgore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for a joyride?
Ha! No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the lizard councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yusselgore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore,
Sailor, what news from the mainland?
Legionnaire really nothing new, sir. Zombies, skeletons, you know the story.
Yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for a joyride?
Ha! No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the lizard councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yusselgore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for a joyride?
Is that
No, it is. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Yes, sir. As fine a specimen as one of her stock, sir. Don't forget the time he got caught passing a love note to the lizard councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yusselgore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy legionnaire really thinks that orchid charm loves him.
I wouldn't let an orc within 500 yards of my loving nature.
Ever hear about the time the captain took the Duchess of Feather's carriage for a joyride?
No, he didn't. He drove it straight to the pub and back.
Oh, and don't forget the time he got caught passing a
Bless
love
the seven
note
I
to
ever
the
stored.
councillor's wife.
Is that why we never sail to Yusselgore anymore?
Speaking of youthful gore, that loopy...
Good on you. These boss men respect confidence, you know. So what did he say? Fly, and I won't let you hurt a horn on her head.
Well, a source hunter. About time the council took us seriously.
Ah, who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets?
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile, but my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her. My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes. Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately, a vial of love potion shattered over her head, and when she turned, I'm sure she must have been compelled to join the orcish army.
Ha! I can assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous... Maybe before the Great Orc raid...
Excuse my friends.
Your woman's touch is...
I've always had an amateur interest in all things alchemical. When I read in an estate, I sent away for the world-famous love potion, available for a limited time only.
You see what a fool my friend has been. Spending all his cash on...
What kind of monster would lie in a published advertisement?
You see? He'd believe it was noon at midnight.
She's got to be put down. If this love potion is as dodgy as it sounds, she could come to her vicious senses at any time.
One day, Moira.
Agreed. I've never met an orc I...
Glad to hear I'm not the only one with common...
No! She's harmless! You bastard! You had no right!
No right to protect not only you from your own stupidity, but myself and the citizens of Sicil as well.
It's you we need protection from, murderer. Fortunately, the Wizards of Youthful Gore make a revenge elixir that will show you what's what.
Go ahead and throw your sugar water on me if you like. Your foolishness is no longer my problem. Thank you, stranger. If you ever need help, I'll do my best to repay you.
This place reeks of orc stench.
That old spoiled.
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. I'm...
Better if I could do it in peace.
Just making conversation, mate.
One day you'll show 'em all.
He says. We are colleagues, nothing more.
Come now, it's just a turn of phrase.
Will you please turn your phrases elsewhere?
Hold! These gates are to remain closed at all times. Captain's orders. Wait a second.
I should have done this from the very start.
I can't even smell the sea air.
Well, I'll be a little red imp's uncle, the Source Hunter. Sorry for the gruff treatment. I didn't recognize you right away. Please tell me, how can I aid the investigation? You can see security's tighter than ever around here since that surprise attack the Orcs did on a fortnight ago. They did enough damage to shake up Ahu and Captain Aureus something fierce. We can only hope to hold back the undead and these left-field Orc attacks long enough for reinforcements to arrive. I don't think you're quite ready to head out into the wilds to me. Also, a party of 1 or 2 runs the risk of being outflanked and outnumbered. I'd bring some backup if I were you. Of course, the choice is yours, but are you sure you want to venture out? Thank you for heeding my words of warning.
You're a source hunter, aren't you?
Not much.
Know much about zombies, do you?
I'm overheating here.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil
I'm
lurks
dripping.
beyond Saiseal's ramparts.
I wouldn't venture too far out of town if I were you. Many legionnaires did so before you. Very few have returned. Ahu's invention, the stasis blaster. These days, we legionnaires hold a lottery to see who gets to man the things. You can bet it's no small amount easier to blast those flesh-eating monstrosities from a distance than to get within striking range. Don't ask me how the blaster works, though. I just make sure the thing's hitting its targets. jelly.
It never rains, but it pours, eh?
The sun is out, and yet I feel a cold inside my soul. The bane of age.
Good to have you back, Source Hunter.
Oh, how nice it is of you. The very picture of youth, to break the monotony of an elder's day. Wild away on this hardwood bench. Pray, let me be forward with you, O sapling rose, O leaf of spring. For my weary mind is troubled, and would highly prize thy gentle-handed assistance. I am but an aged elf that has seen the years parade in long succession. Gladly shall you would listen to my grievances, guide me to hot spiced wine, and a snug little room awaits us on
Looks like the mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil,
Striking it
Captain
rich!
Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
Striking it rich!
Looks like the mortician has reason to suspect Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Evelyn, and Esmeralda of something.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death? This here's my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Cyseal itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud of my work nonetheless. Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not... I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit. How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Or perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. Plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know? And he's the only person in town. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep if Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping and told me to tell... Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble unless he knew something the rest of us don't. I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without raising eyebrows. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary. And there was something about her that night. Some kind of excitement. Seemed she could barely contain her thoughts. That there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but he sure seemed eager. I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains. That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it. Killer of the community? Ha! So, what's the bad news? More orcs ramp. Ask 1,000 times if you like. So, what's the... Ask 1,000... We'll have none of that, you hear?
Oh, it goes to and fro the city's youth. They hustle and bustle, while I sit here stagnantly and watch it all go by. Dear me. Oh, how the coast reminds me of my long flame.
I can take care of that.
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Sicil is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine. Such a pleasure to meet you. A delight. No, scratch that. It is so Mendius at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is, they call the undead a problem. Oh, it's not merely an opportunity.
Of course I do. How could someone in my...
Quite right.
See here. You and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly...
Riches do not interest me much, actually.
Nor me.
Oh, but I know you're just being bashful. I bet that in your heart of hearts, your eyes... Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety?
Around the inn, are you?
It's better to lead than to follow. That much is true.
Better to be served.
Well spoken. Well said indeed. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the king... Ah, the fabulous five. How I enjoy simply you'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you... What a gem of a question. Now then, to join the fabulous five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a commune. Of course, should you spread the word... By now, the genial glow of the fellowship... Work hard. Fulfill contracts. Enlist new... Of course, of course, of course. All you need to do is sign...
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many...
Join a guild. Better the world.
And me!
Marvellous. Magnificent. Oh, it's a pretty straightforward task, this one. Now, in this town dwells a wizard. Ahu is his name, and he's a frightful eccentric. Scientific type, you know the kind. One of them was a big lumbering apparatus. A frightful automaton shaped like a giant made of steel. But you can guess what happened. Did it become sentient? Was it cursed? Whatever the cause, luckily there are those in this world who belong to the Fabulous Five. You found new recruits already? Efficient, proactive. What more is...
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you. I am the Duke of... It's very tragic news. I won't pass...
Back, demon! Back, or I'll... Well, what's this? Oh, Medora, you lummox. 1,000 pardons, comrade. This old bear's edgier than a dodecahedron these days. I'll tell you, it sure does me good to set eyes on another of our order. From Academy West, aren't you? You wouldn't. I trained up in Academy North, after all. We don't cross. Medora's the name. Retired. Or so the order keeps trying. Heavens hornets! That's quite a story, comrade. See, I'm here on... well, let's call it a loan from There's been an attack there, comrade. What they want in Hunter's Edge, I can't say. But it's my responsibility to... I came south seeking the legions by the skin of my teeth. I managed to wrench free. Well, comrade, I need a contingent I can trust. If I've been scouting Cecile for some time now, and I believe I've... But it seems you've got all the help you need, haven't you? More's the pity. More than I'd hoped, comrade. There's Mayor Cecil, and on top of it all... Now, don't get me wrong. I think the mayor's a deep... But from what I've heard whispered around the docks, the old guy's gotten himself... I suspect an elite fella seems like a humble doctor, but I bet my saw a loose-lipped fishmonger. Hardly the habit of an innocent... You mean you don't already know, comrade? So you're just hanging around? For what, exactly?
I'll thank you to leave me be.
What have we here? A source hunter, is it? Well, my day just became rather more stimulating. Oh, stand still then, if you don't mind. I want to take a good long look at the so-called savior of Cecile. And my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive my being forward, but I dare say, can it be? Well, you're exactly the person I've been searching for. I am Anna. I've got 1,000 throats. When the day comes that I contain multitude, but then, source that I have. For nearly a lifetime, it seems. Well, I'm sure you must know what I believe I have found that component. Yes, you must join the Fabulous Five. So you've joined up. I can finally offer you our finest... Well, you must be thrilled to find yourself a member of a team so widely... I hear you've been tasked with taking out that crazed robot in the Northern Cave. I'm sure you'd like to equip yourself with the finest possible accoutrement, wouldn't you? Oh, darling, that was so long ago now. Well, you are a member of the eminent Fabulous Five, after all.
Whatever happened to that troop of eager imbeciles we sent to the northern cave? Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only... What do you mean, not familiar? Why, I'm only the most famous wizard this side of the And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the you'll be dealing with Ahu's little abomination, will you? If I don't leave a few well, you're those nasty beasts...
Pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How curious of you to show interest. You've been sent up, so you've...
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Please do keep
A hearty welcome to the King Crab Inn, and a pleasure to have you. You look like you could use a round or three, so what'll it be? Have a seat and stay a while. The name's Ivad. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I've been offering the weary travel all you see before you. Well, between you and me, things have been rather slow since the, Mind if we keep our voices down over that sensitive subject? That room where it happened, it was rented to a certain woman. Though I regret to say she came heavily cloaked, but paid the full sum in advance. I was used to... I saw one other figure go into the room that night. Someone tall, built broad like a man, but shrouded the same. I was startled awake by a horrendous uproar. By the time I burst into that room, whoever done it as Councillor Jake, that poor man. I knew too much about his affairs, you know. Never figured it my business to say anything. Esmeralda's longest-standing lover has the audacity to remain lodged at this very... 3 hopeless sailors. Truly wish I could...
Oh, my good man. Drink, you please.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received...
Greetings, traveller. And may the Immaculate Conduit's myriad blessings comfort and cradle you. You mean you haven't